There is a kind of depression that doesn't look like sadness. You don't cry all the time. You still go to work. You still answer messages. From the outside, your life looks functional. But inside, something feels missing. You feel emotionally flat, disconnected, empty in a way that is hard to explain. Psychology shows that this form of depression is often misunderstood because it hides behind responsibility, discipline, and self-control. Many people experiencing it don't even realize they are depressed. They just feel like they're existing instead of living. This kind of emptiness doesn't mean you don't care. It usually means you've cared for too long without relief. Clinical research suggests that when emotional stress stays unresolved for extended periods, the mind doesn't stay in constant pain forever. Instead, it adapts. It turns the volume down. This emotional shutdown is not weakness, it's protection. Your brain learns that feeling less is safer than feeling too much. Neuroscience explains this through the nervous system. When the brain remains under chronic stress, the threat system stays active. Cortisol remains elevated. Over time, the nervous system becomes exhausted. At that point, it doesn't stay in fight or flight. It shifts into a freeze-like state. In this state, emotional intensity is reduced. Pleasure feels distant. Motivation drops. Life feels muted. This is why people often say, "I'm not sad, I just feel nothing." Psychology shows that people who experience this kind of depression are often high-functioning, intelligent, and emotionally responsible. They learned early to stay composed, to not burden others, to push through discomfort. Suppressing emotions may have helped you survive earlier phases of life, but suppression is not processing. What isn't felt doesn't disappear. It goes quiet. And over time, that quiet becomes emptiness. You may notice patterns like losing interest in things you once enjoyed, feeling disconnected in conversations, or feeling tired even after rest. Not because you are lazy or broken, but because your emotional system has been running without recovery. Clinical research suggests that prolonged emotional suppression is linked to emotional numbing, depersonalization, and burnout-related depression. This is important to hear clearly. This is not your fault. You did not choose this. Your brain adapted to protect you. The numbness is not a failure. It is evidence of endurance. But protection mechanisms are not meant to be permanent states. What helped you survive can eventually limit your ability to feel alive. Neuroscience explains that emotional range returns gradually when the nervous system feels safe again. Not forced, not rushed. Safety comes from predictability, rest, and gentle reconnection with sensation. This is why dramatic changes rarely help. What helps is consistency, small signals to the brain that it no longer needs to stay shut down. Psychology shows that naming the experience itself is powerful. When you understand that emptiness is a known psychological state, shame decreases, confusion softens. Awareness replaces self-blame. From there, practical steps become possible. One helpful step is reducing emotional pressure. Stop demanding that you feel motivated, grateful, or passionate right now. Pressure reinforces shutdown. Instead, focus on neutral regulation. Simple routines, gentle movement, exposure to daylight. These are not productivity hacks. They are nervous system cues. Another step is allowing low-intensity emotional input. Music that matches your mood. Quiet walks. Writing without analyzing. You are not trying to feel happy. You are reminding the brain that feeling is safe again. Clinical research suggests that connection also matters, but it must feel safe and non-demanding. One calm conversation, one honest sentence, no performance, no fixing. Presence matters more than advice. Over time, the emptiness doesn't disappear suddenly. It softens. Emotional signals return slowly. First as neutrality, then as small moments of interest, then as brief feelings that come and go. This is progress, even if it feels subtle. Psychology doesn't promise instant relief, but it does offer clarity. What you are experiencing has a name, it has a cause, and it has a path forward. You are not broken. You are not weak. You are a nervous system that has been protecting you for a long time. And the fact that you are listening to this means something important. It means part of you still wants to feel. And that part is enough to begin.